all names. Okay, you just right click and then change name. That will do, as we will record for the attendance. Yeah. Okay, so welcome everybody to our first mega party for Singapore. And I know today, okay, a lot of you are new, and then you might don't know me, but I just pronounce my name. I just mention my name once forever for the rest of your life. You can remember my name. My name is Andy. My surname is Lau. Yes, Andy Lau, but not the Hong Kong Andy Lau. I'm the Norwex Andy Lau. Okay, I'm the regional sales manager for Norwex Malaysia, and with me today is our Angel Lee, our one-leg kick-off manager. No, actually it's our business development manager, okay? Development manager for Norwex Singapore. And both of us are so excited as finally Norwex has landed in Singapore on 1st of July 2021. Woo! Okay, so I know some of you here today are invited by your friends, which you want to know more about Norwex products. And just a little bit introduction, Norwex, which stands for Norwegian Experience. And yes, you are right, we are a Norwegian company. And we started 27 years back, okay? And we entered Southeast Asia, which is Malaysia, okay, in April 2019, okay, 2019. And Singapore is the second country we opened, and there are more and more countries, okay? So our company mission actually is improving quality of life by radically reducing chemicals in our home. So every time when every single people, they ask me, Andy, what is so unique about Norwex product? And I always love to answer them. With just water and Norwex microfiber, you can do all your whole house cleaning chores. Isn't it amazing, right? So today we are very honored to invite two of our power ladies, okay? And both of them actually are the pioneer consultants, okay? Pioneer consultants when we started Norwex Malaysia 2 years back. They also have achieved the highest career title, which is Crown Brand Ambassador in 1 year plus time, which is, I would say, they break all the record all the way, okay, for the past 27 years. And today they are going to walk you through with the uniqueness of our Norwex microfiber with some very interesting demo too, okay? So if you have any questions that you would like to ask, either you can leave it in the Q&A section, okay, below, or at the chat box as well. And Angel and myself, and also our two Crown Brand Ambassador will be helping you later. And do remember, yeah, to stay till the end of the session, as there are going to be a lot of surprises are waiting for you all. I know you all love surprises, right? Okay, so without further ado, please welcome our Crown Brand Ambassador, Julia, and also our Crown Brand Ambassador, Elvina. Over to both of you.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. You make me want to cry. It's as if this is my first day doing my very first demo for Norwex, but that was already more than 2 years ago. So what brought me to Norwex? I think my lifestyle has always been very simple, very minimalist, and I'm an advocate of holistic and healthy living. I practice yoga for years and I do meditation. So at home, I use very little chemical. But little did I know that, you know, if I don't use chemical and I don't have the right tools, I'm really not cleaning properly. And that's why I find that my house is always very dusty and I have to keep mopping and cleaning every day. And we have a dog that is indoor living with us. And secondly, I also realized that we can hide ourselves from the pollution outside. We can just stay indoors, but if you think about it, we and the environment are actually one. So we just cannot be hiding inside the house because, in fact, indoor pollution is even more, it is even more scarier than outdoor pollution because you really don't know what you are using at home. You're mixing all sorts of concoction, like, you know, you probably mix this cleaner with the other cleaner and it turns out that, you know, it could be toxic. So this is what we want to talk about today, and I'm really glad that I found Norwex, and now that I could clean very effectively with just water, and I don't have to worry about, you know, what my part-time cleaner mixes. And of course, now we don't have part-time cleaner because of the MCO, so I have to do all the cleaning myself. But it's very easy. With Norwex, you actually save time, you save money, and more importantly, you save the environment. And by doing so, you are also saving your own family. So we are here talking about creating safe haven. So this is what safe haven is all about. It starts by us using the right product at home. So if everybody does that, then I think the environment will be a much cleaner and greener place. So I'm Elvina, and let me just start by welcoming everyone. Thank you so much, and thank you, Singapore, and congratulations, Singapore. And yeah, like I said, this is like my first day doing demo, and I'm really excited for Singapore. So we will start by doing a demo of our core product. So I'll be doing a few products, and thereafter I will hand over to Julia to talk about her favorite product. And after Julia has done that, she will pass it back to me, and I'll run through with you our prize item, which is our mop system. So I will talk about that a little, and after that we will end the session by having a Q&A, and also there will be surprise announcement by Andy and also Angel. So I will start by introducing our flagship product. So this is our Enviro cloth, and this is the everything cloth. So we use this to clean surfaces, any kind of surface, and this cloth is very special because one piece of cloth, it goes through almost like 8 different QC checks just for this piece of cloth, and in fact all our products in Norwex. So Norwex, which stands for Norwegian Experience, we are really very, very serious about coming out with the best product. And you can actually check out all our product information on norwex.biz, norwex.biz, right? It's a US website. So it will talk about what tests we go through, all this cloth, and also what kind of certification we have. So for today, I won't be running through that because I think everybody's eager to see the demo. So this Enviro cloth is about 35 by 35 cm. And what's so special about this cloth? If you can touch the cloth, if you can touch it now, you will find that it is very different from any other microfiber that you can find outside because it is very thick and it is also very heavy. So these two qualities are very important for our cloth because the thickness means that it has a lot of fibers. And fibers will create electrostatic charge when it is used dry. And you know, like a gecko or a cicak, you know, they call it cicak, how can they actually suspend themselves on the ceiling and walk across? It's because of all this charge, right? The van der Waals charge, the forces. So same thing for our cloth. So that's how we grab onto dust. And when you use it wet, it will also pick up everything on the surface, and it will hold on to it because of the strong capillary action. And capillary action works because of very, very fine fibers, and we have a lot of fibers. So picture this. This is one piece of cloth. The fineness of the fiber inside this cloth is 1 to 200 of a split of a hair. So imagine I take one hair and I split it into 200. So that's the fineness of our fiber. I would say that this is as best as you get in the industry, right? We are a pioneer in this. So 1 to 200. So why do you need the fiber to be so fine? If you have 2 glasses with 2 straws, one is a fat straw, one is a skinny straw. Now, if you put some water and then you put the straw inside, you will see that the water level inside the straw will rise above that of the level in the cup, right? And the finer it is, the higher it will rise. So that's the capillary action. And what it does is means that it is very strong force that will hold on to whatever that it picks up when it is wet. So that is one. So it cleans using two types of mechanism. One is the electrostatic charge when dry, and when it's wet, it uses capillary force. And thirdly, of course, the amount of fiber. Why is it so thick and heavy? On this piece of cloth, we have 3 million meters of fiber in it. It's one long strand. 3 million meters is the distance between Kuala Lumpur and Singapore 10 times. So that's 3 million meters. So that's the amount of fiber on this piece of cloth. And last but not least, we have a proprietary backlog system. So backlog is microsilver embedded into our fibers. And the microsilver works to inhibit bacterial growth within the cloth. So we always tell our customers that if you use it properly, the cloth will not have odor, it will not have mold, and it will not have mildew growth. So because of the microsilver agent in the cloth, when it is wet, it will release the microsilver, and microsilver will inhibit whatever bacteria that is in the cloth. So when I say bacteria, it doesn't mean that you don't need to wash the cloth just because it has microsilver. You still need to wash the cloth because the fibers are very fine. So one fiber is actually split into many fibers. So it works like a star. And then every single fiber, you have a lot of gaps in between. So these are the gaps that will hold on to any liquid or any dust or any germs. So it's where, you know, everything will be trapped in between all these fibers. And so we need to clean the cloth. So I will talk about how to maintain the cloth. But in between uses, you can just rinse with water and then you hang it. Over 24 hours, the cloth will self-purify and then you can use it again. You can also continuously use it, but preferably I always like to rotate the cloth and give it some time to self-purify. So I want to show you how absorbent our cloth is. So this piece of Enviro, I have 200 ml of water here. So that's 200 ml. And I'm going to soak this in. So it is very fast. Okay. There's 200 ml of water on this piece of cloth, and it is not dripping. I can put it over my head. So this is what we call the capillary action, right? It sucks the liquid and it holds onto it. So whenever we want to clean a surface, we would use it damp. So I will squeeze out the excess water. And I will just show you a very simple demo. In fact, our cloth is capable of removing up to 99% of bacteria from a surface. You can get all this information from the consultant that invited you because we do have third-party lab report. So you can check with your consultant, okay? So I won't be proving all these things, but I will just show you what I mean by removing. So here, picture this as a normal surface. Not sure whether you've heard of glow germs. So these are simulated germs. They're not real germs, they're just powder, okay? Powder that has the size of bacteria, germs. And the presence of it will be detected when you shine a black light or a UV light on it. So usually they use this in hospitals or in schools just to check on how well you wash your hands or, you know, just hygiene practices, standard good hygiene practices. So I will use this to show you an experiment. So I will sprinkle some glow germs on this plate and I need to switch off the lights. So when I shine my UV on it, you can see it glowing, right? So these are the presence of glow germ. So a lot of time, even for myself, before I found Norwex, I like to bring a packet of wet wipes with me everywhere I go. So I will wipe the surface, or I will use it to wipe the cutleries, you know, if I'm in a restaurant, the table. So this is what happens when you're wiping. Because we really cannot see all this with our naked eyes, right? We can only see this under UV. So we are actually not removing anything, but we are just transferring everything. We're just moving everything around, but we're not taking it away from the surface. So you still have all this dust, or if this is a sanitizer with a chemical, then you have the chemical residue on the surface. So when we use the Enviro cloth, what it does is it will remove everything from the surface. Now it does not sanitize or kill, but it will remove. So once it is removed, your surface will be clean. So you don't need to use any chemical to clean the surface. So whenever we use the cloth, we will fold it into 4 to make it flat, and then we just run through it. So as you can see, it is actually picking up everything from the surface. And on the cloth. Right. So this is what we mean by removing dust, bacteria, anything from a surface with just water. I need the lights back on, please. So whenever you're out, if you still need to use this, and after you wipe with a disinfectant wipe, remember to have this handy, just clean the surface again. So you'll remove all the residue that is left on the surface. Now next, I want to show you, other than just picking up things that you can't really see with your eyes, what about grease and oil? So when we first launched Norwex in Malaysia, and when we were doing events and roadshow, when I tell a customer that, do you believe I can remove oil with just water? Everybody couldn't believe. So I did this demo. So very simply, just the same cloth. This mirror is spread with butter, so it's oily. Right? So we just use this and we just wipe. Right? Now, it is a bit blur because of the watermarks. So I will use our polished cloth